Art students, Brian Proctor, the comic book art teacher, back again with another video. And in this video, I had someone ask me a while back to teach more on body types. So I decided to show you guys how easy it is to take the regular size body, like the Captain America size muscular body, and turn them into the big guy, like the Hulkish type body. Really, really, really simple, changing just one thing. So let's get to the drawing table, and I will show you how to do that. Our students, welcome back to the drawing table. I had some catchy phrase I was going to say, but I forgot what it was. So I'm not even going to try and say it. So I had a, I don't want to say email, but I can't think of the word right now, from someone, another fellow art student, and he asked me, could I draw different body types? So I'm going to do a big guy, because a lot of people love the big guys, and it's just a simple way to do a big guy from doing the small guy. I mean, everybody draws kind of like the same size, you know, and I'm not one that's different. I draw the same size character. That's what I was trying to say. So I'm going to just draw a character on this side. I got my paper long ways. So I'm going to try to draw a character this side, if it'll fit. Usually I draw this way, but I want to side by side them. That way you can see. So we've got this, we've got this, we've got about that. So I didn't put the tunic in. I'm just going to put them right next to it, which is, I think this was off. So anyway, I'll keep on going. Trying to keep it dark enough for you guys to see. So usually when I draw a character, the character is usually this big. My standard character is usually this big. Unless, you know, I deliberately try to make the character bigger or smaller. So it's usually about this size. And so we have this, and I mean, I could have pre-drew this just to, you know, save some time, but I want to show you the simple shapes that I use to make this character or this body. And it's just, if you watch this again and you slow it down, you'll see how simple shapes that I use. You know, that's the cone. Yeah, cone. But you just fatten it out right here, and you curve. I always put a little curve in my shapes. Once you get the proportions right, then you can start doing your shapes. You can start curving your shapes. So this one is going to be, the thumb is going to be right here. The finger is going to be right here. Second finger, third finger. Thumb is right here. Curves around. The first finger, second finger, third finger, like that. Okay, so then we have your V going up, which is actually another upside down house. And then you put your head on the person, not making it too big, or else it'll change the appearance. And then I'll just have a triangle here, have a triangle there. That head is crooked, if I'm not mistaken, or is it just the triangle's crooked? Should go out a little bit more, but it's not. This is not for perfection's sake. Here's the chest, curves right here because you have this line and this line right there. I just kind of know where it curves at because I've been doing it so long. Okay, so that's my average person. He's not, you know, he's not skinny. He's kind of good buff. I could give him a little more lats, but this is just the average person. So you saw the first thing I did was that oval right here, that chest oval. So what I'm going to do is going to move over here, and I'm going to make the big guy. Hopefully I can make him fit. He initially should be taller. I was going to do one page and then the other page, but I want you to see the comparison. So doing this oval right here, instead of doing this oval up and down, we're going to do this oval sideways. And we're going to make it a little bigger than that oval, but this is the only distinction, is going to be sideways. Put that there, a little bit there. So I want to do my my tuna can right there, and I'll put my waist right here. For this guy, I just went and did this, put my tuna can. I'm not going to do that right here, just maybe a little bit right here. So we're going to still do this, and the arms are definitely going to be bigger. Right off the bat, you can see the difference between the size just by doing this. Okay, you don't want it egg shaped. You still want it oval, and then you still want to do your tuna can like I would have done right here had I done it. And you want to get your house upside down house. The only thing is, I'm trying to think, am I going to say this right? You don't want it too long. You don't want like the waist too long and the upside down house too long. So because I have it here, he's almost the same size. I just widened it out a little bit more. So my legs are still going to be the same. It's going to be a little wider or bigger. If you want to get big, brawny kind of guys, you want to have shorter legs. But for now, I'm just going to do a big guy with, big size legs. And there's like two main keys, three, I think three. Yeah, three main keys to drawing somebody like really big. Maybe four, I don't know. I'll tell you when I get to them. Okay, first one is this oval. You're going to turn it long ways. Second one is your delts are going to be extremely big. He's got little delts. This is going to be extremely big to fit that. Your arm's going to be bigger. That's a natural given right there. Now, if I could make him bigger. Let's go with what we got so far before I try to throw something else in the mix that was not supposed to be in the mix. There's that fist again. And I hate to say it, but I'm hungry. I don't know why I'm hungry, but I'm hungry. All right, so remember, we've got to leave some in the crotch, leave some crotch area. Okay, so another point, we got this. We got the big shoulders, got the big delts. The head size. You cannot have a big head because that throws the whole body off. You have to have your same size normal head. With a wider neck. Now, this is one of the things. If you have the delts, the delts right here come up to his neck at this point right here. At that house, that upside down house where it goes straight, that's where his neck or shoulders come from. This guy, you're going to have him like behind the head. I got to bring that out some more. Bring it from behind the head. And that gives him that bigger, more massive look. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to bring my delts up a little bit more. I'm going to bring his chest over, like I said, from here to here. That's where it leans up. That's where it turns at. So bring that delt like this. Bring that delt like this. And, and when you do the bigger guys, you have to know like where the muscles are, because if he's bigger, that means he's more muscular. So if I bring that delt here, that means that's going to separate the bicep, tricep. So wherever that point is on that delt, that's where that bicep and tricep separate. And don't be afraid to bring those delts up, because this has to end right in the center of that delt. And then that head, I usually make my head more squarer because for some reason big muscular guys have, bigger chins. And then your traps come around like this, like that. As you can see, same shape, same shapes, same thing, bigger guy. So I can make the arms even bigger. If I'm going for a massive, massive guy, then I'll make the arms truly bigger. Gotta have that wrist bigger. Of course, that hand has to be much bigger. You see where I'm going? And then I can even drop those lats down a little bit more. I can make the waist thinner, or I can make the waist thicker to give them a little more mass. Of course, if you make that thicker, you have to follow up on this, and you definitely have to make those legs thicker as well. Bring that in, bring that calf down more. Make those shins a little thicker too, so it can hold up all of that mass. Cut that right off where that's going to be. And my lines are always crooked. Maybe I need to start from this side and work my way over. I always have crooked lines. And then the foot is just that half a triangle. Or you can do that wedge like that, and that'll be like the back heel. And that'll be the front of the foot. And that foot is a little off again. So I keep pushing my paper off. I don't know why. Maybe I need a big camera. So there you go. You have your big guy from your little guy. And then, of course, like I say, you need to know where your muscles are. When I do the big guy, I usually like do this right here to add an extra muscle. The extra muscle, that extra ab kind of look. 2, 4, have another one here. And then that one goes down here. You have your legs. Remember, your legs come up like this. I showed you that in the last video. Brian, I didn't see the last video. Okay, we'll go and check it out. So this is getting kind of crooked, but you're getting the gist. You get the gist of what I'm saying about how easy it is to draw a bigger guy. The main part is just this. Turn that long ways, and because they're so wide, you're gonna have the big delts to compensate for it being so wide. The neck, I will take out the neck, all of this defined part, right? So I would have it like this. I wouldn't really bring it down. I wouldn't have the whole thing connect, put it that way. Because it just kind of throws it off. It makes the neck look small, because this goes right up behind the neck, really. But you have this part that comes around, which is your traps. And then do your part of your neck, but just I don't know, for some reason I wouldn't really connect it all if I'm doing the big guy. So yeah, bring that up, trying to keep it why is it that after, what time is it? After 11 I just lose my words. Uniform, that's what I was trying to say. Keep it uniform, but I would have to turn it upside down, look at it in the mirror, and so forth and so on. So that's it. It's just a quick tutorial of, this head is a little too small. A quick tutorial of how to draw the big guy. And since that was quick, let me show you how to draw somebody not so big. But see, I'll start playing with this and playing with this. Remember, we got to get that neck. Because, let me get another piece of paper. Okay, well, several pieces of paper. You have a head. You have a head. And you have a head. Okay, this is the heads. If I'm doing an average superhero Joe, I get body like flat. It's got to be flat on the side, pretty much. Not really, but I'm doing it. The average superhero person, the flat on the side of the head is where I'm going to bring the neck. The neck and that side of the head is going to stay the same. If I'm drawing the massive guy, it's going to come out like that. And if I'm drawing a female or a child or somebody younger, then I'm going to bring that neck in like that. It's not going to be hitting the sides. It's going to come in and it's going to be like that. Now, if I was doing a female, the face would be sharper. The chin would be more sharper, and then again, I would slope that neck, and that shoulders have to slope out where everybody else is kind of round out like that. Except this guy is going to be way up here. His shoulder's going to be way up there. Kind of past the neck, where his neck is going to come down and it's going to go out. This guy's shoulder is going to be way higher, and that's one of the key points to drawing your other figure. And I said I was going to draw a smaller figure, so I'll use this and I'll just do it. So the smaller ones are going to be, this is going to be more narrower than this guy over here. The waist is going to be, really close to that. The upside down house is going to be right there too. The legs are going to be more thinner. I'm not changing shapes. I'm just doing the same thing. Knees. And I'm not going to have as much dynamic shape as I have. I'm still going to have the shape, or a shape. Bring that up. That might be a little too high for me, so I'll chop it off right here. Bring his neck. Bring his head. And then the shoulders are going to be down here. Make the head a little bigger. Shoulders are going to slope down. It's going to have little delts, thin arms. Still going to give him a little curve to the arm. Bring that down a little bit more. And he's going to look taller because he's, skinny. Come on, Brian. Okay, I'm just going to put the foot like that because for some reason the foot wants to look like that. And then you have your hands again. That shape with the cuts right here. Put the thumb. I'll just put like just a little curve right there. And this part of the web, it actually curves around. Let me see what you're saying. So this is what this is. Get this. This is what you've got. You've got coming back and coming back. You chop it off at the wrist. You chop it off right here. You've got that shape. You've got this shape. That draw it, Brian. You got this shape like that. Left, right. The other side would be opposite. You got that shape right there. All right, so you take this, you'll round it off later, but you take that, you put the thumb, if you want to put that one joint in the thumb, bring it up, round it off, follow that line, round it off. There is your finger, one joint, two joints. Okay, so you won't see the other fingers, you'll see this one finger, but I don't show the joint because usually the hands are small. I'll just put this other finger because if you're resting your hand, it's going to be kind of like this. But I just use the three fingers. I don't put the fourth finger because the fourth finger, I just kind of cover that up. So it's going to look like that. And then the arm. So the smaller the hand, the less detail you have to put in it. Remember, the point is going to go to the fingers, not the thumb. The thumb is going to be the short part. Yeah, so there you go. You have your big guy, you have your skinny guy, and you have your Captain America size other guy. Same thing, little chest, abs. You got the head and the neck. Remember, the neck is going to be right here like this on his head. This could either be a teenager or just somebody not too fit. Depending on the head size. Teenager is going to have more of a wider head than an adult. So I'll go straight up and then curve at the top, jawbone, flat at the neck, come out and straight up again. Teenager is going to be round, just like a female is going to be round. I'll give them a little chin, but I'll make it round. Widen it out more at the top, more of an egg shape. And then you have your neck smaller. If you want to do like I said, teenager or young kid. Young kid, the bigger the head, the smaller the neck. The shoulder's going to be way up here for a kid with a big head and no neck. So anyway, that should cover this 21 minutes or maybe less editing. You're not going to see all of it in the screen unless I pull back. Yeah. Drawing a bigger character. And as I say, the main part is this. And then the delts have to get bigger than that anyway. All right, so that's going to be it. I will see you guys in the next video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Because as I said in my last video, YouTube's algorithm, they look for that. They look for that. Not necessarily so much of the comments. I mean, your comments are good. That lets me know that I'm doing a good job. But if you give me a thumbs up, YouTube sees that and says, okay, this video is good. It's kind of popular. Let's keep it on for a little bit more and show a lot of other people versus just having it up for like a day or two, as in there helping you to advertise, because it didn't get a lot of likes. So yeah, that is. And yeah, again, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Be back next week. Like I'm pointing my finger, you can't see it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back next week. Later.